Twitch stream starting in a couple minutes, exclamation point. Hey everybody, happy hump day. I hope everybody's been having a great week. Welcome to my channel, Movies, Weed, and Vegan Food, with your host Lilith Davina. Um, this is going to be a new series I'm going to do in addition to Movies, Weed, and Vegan Food that I have on Thursdays. So every Wednesday I'll be reviewing a new movie that I've seen. Usually I go to the movies, an actual movie theater, every Tuesday. So a group of friends and we all go every week. I absolutely love it. I look forward to it every week. I love watching movies. So it's really, it's fun. It's fun to do. I think more people need to go out to the movies. COVID definitely kind of ruined the movie theater scene, but I feel like it's making a resurgence. Um, but yeah, so today for episode 2.5, we are going to talk about Evil Dead Rise. Watched this movie last night and it is intense. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know anything about the movie, go watch it and then come back and let me know what you think about it. Um, but here we go. I gave you the warning. Evil Dead Rise. It's basically these kids that, after an earthquake happens in LA, they find some hidden bank vault and find the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead, and they unleash uh, a hell demon, basically. Um, and right from the get go, literally within the first few minutes of the movie, the most intense scene happens. And I was just caught so off guard. And I felt like throughout the entire movie, it was kind of like that. Like, it was just so intense, and the stuff that would happen would just be, it was just so creepy. Um, Very gory. It's no Terrifier 2, but and the evil mom that we've all seen in the ads and in the commercials and trailers and stuff. She's great. I thought they did an amazing job with the casting. Um, what was her name? I think her name is Alicia Sutherland. I'll have to confirm that later. But um, I think that she's really pretty. I thought she was. It was really cool to see that, like, she's like a tattoo artist, like not just like a regular 9 to 5 job. She's like a tatted up mom, and she's got 3 kids. And oh, one of the kids is a trans boy. Beautiful, beautiful young man. Like, thought he was great. Very beautiful, and like just did a great job with like being a dumb teenager. Like these kids, I swear to God, I'm like, not again, Um, so uh, they find this book. It's the Necronomicon, of course. A little prick, and there's blood splatter. So they got the blood sacrifice to open the book, and um, there are records that they also find, like vinyl records, and they the boy plays them, and it's like horror movies 101. You know why? Like, I would have been really interested in all of the letters that were also found with the records and the book, because it was like it was written. It was supposedly written by a priest, and I would have like been more interested to read like what the priest had written about it, about the book. But I definitely think there'll be a second one made. Um, the family's like story, like you don't need to watch any of the previous Evil Deads. You can, you know, skip right on ahead and just go straight for Evil Dead Rise. Um, the first one, the very first one, I feel like has more comedy to it. Like it's a bit more. I don't want to say slapstick, but in that genre. Um, and this one, I didn't watch the last Evil Dead that came out, the other remake, but I heard that it wasn't that great. Um, I'm not gonna judge it just yet until I watch it myself. But this, across the board, this Evil Dead Rise, the group that I went with, everybody loved it. Everybody was really into it. There were some good like one-liners that I thought was pretty funny. Um, and there are no end scene credits. I always check if there's end scene credits. There are no end scene credits. Um, but the credits were really nice. Like I really liked the way the credits were done. Um, my friend was really funny. It was like the intro. It just seemed like Gone with the Wind, but Evil Dead Rise. um, but I would highly recommend watching the movie. It's actually gotten really high remarks and reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, which is like pretty rare for horror movies. But this one was great. And my friend, she brought up a really good point. Like all these special effects makeup that they do for these horror movies, how come you never see horror movies in the Oscars? You'll see dramas, you'll see action, thrillers, but no horror. Comedies, musicals, no horror. I can't remember the last time I've ever seen a horror movie even nominated at the Oscars. Uh, and I don't know why that is. I really think horror needs to have its own category, you know. Or like maybe horror and action are a category. I don't know how they do those categories, but it would be interesting to see. Because, yeah, those special effects and the special effects makeup, it's just, they did such a great job with it. Um, some of it I thought was a bit silly. Like, there was a scene. So there was a scene with the elevator. I like that scene with the elevator. It totally reminds me of The Shining, um, with the doors opening and just like whoosh, blood everywhere. But the scene when they're trying to get out of the building, they're like in some old, LA, downtown LA ghetto building that's totally falling apart and is condemned. And they see the elevator's not busted, so they're going to go down the stairs, and they open the door and they see that the stairwell is completely destroyed. So there's no way for them to get out of the building other than the fire escape, um, which that nobody ever makes it to the fire escape. And I was thinking, like, okay, if this like rickety ass like janky building is already falling apart, how can you trust the fire escape to not like just rust and fall apart? I'm sure it was already rusted. But they they end up going into the elevator and get out. But it was like I was surprised with who died in the family. That was really surprising to me. But there are so many good scenes in this film. I thought the color, the lighting was done really well. I don't know where they shot the movie, but it looked it looked great. I would totally watch this movie again, 100%. Um, but yeah, I would love to find out what everybody else thinks of the movie. Um, I will not be streaming tomorrow because tomorrow I'll be going to Vegas and going to Vegas for Viva Las Vegas. It's like a rockabilly convention with like burlesque show and like vintage car shows, and it's all like vintage themed, and they'll have like vendors and DJs, like music and stuff. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it. I got all my bags packed, and um, it'll be a fun drive out there with my bestie. And so yeah, so tomorrow I won't be posting. So next week on Tuesday I'll be watching the movie Sisu, which is a action thriller, I believe, based in Finland during World War II. So we'll be checking that out on Tuesday. So we'll have a review on Wednesday, and next Thursday, we'll have movie night. So I hope to see you guys next week, and I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. Um, Again, let me know if you guys end up watching Evil Dead Rise, and message me. You can hit me up on my Instagram at LilithDivina13, LilithDivina 13, just like my channel. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great evening. Good night.